Hi everybody! Today this lesson I want to show you a very particular expression or phrase that we use in Spanish, and it's very important and very useful, okay? It is an expression that is used all the time in Spanish. It's extremely important, but it's difficult to explain because it has no literal or translation into English. I'll tell you why. Right? There are two possible meanings for I, right? One means there is or there are, okay? For example, hay tres manzanas, there are 3 apples. Hay una botella, there is a bottle, okay? And that I comes from the verb haber, right? Haber. And the other I that we use is I in the sense of there has to be made something or done something, okay? Or should, okay? And that's what I will teach you right now. So, the word I is a very special, particular conjugation of the verb haber. Haber is the verb we use as auxiliary verb in the conjugation. Same as in English we use the verb to have. For example, in present perfect we use have, right? We say I have said, I have eaten, right? In Spanish we use the verb haber. Yo he comido, yo he hablado o he dicho, okay? And only this verb has this very special, unique conjugation I, okay? Good. Now, let me show you this through the examples. Ahora hay que comer, okay? This can be translated in English as now we have to eat, okay? But now we have to eat. We have a subject there, right? The subject is we, okay? However, in Spanish, in this phrase, ahora hay que comer, there is no subject, right? It's neither we, nor I, nor you. It's an abstract subject, okay? It's like saying, now is the moment for eating, okay? It's a statement without a subject, okay? So that is how we use the expression hay que. Something is to be made or done. Ahora hay que comer. Now has to eat could be a translation, right? It would be like saying now we have to eat. That's why I put it between brackets, between quotes, okay? Next example. Hoy hay que ir más temprano. Literally, today hay que go more early or earlier, right? This is the same as saying today we have to go earlier, okay? However, here in the phrase in Spanish, there is no subject. This can be we, can be you, can be he, or nobody, okay? It's abstract. So, hoy hay que ir más temprano, right? Doesn't necessarily mean we. I can be talking just for myself, or for him, or for they, not necessarily we, okay? No hay que llegar tarde. Same thing here in the negative, right? A negative sentence. No hay que llegar tarde. Not have to arrive late. Like saying we should not arrive late. Or you or we mustn't arrive late. Okay? I hope you get the sense or the meaning of the sentences and how this should be used, okay? So you can see hay que is not conjugated for neither person, for neither subject pronouns, right? Because it doesn't refer to I or you or he or she or we, they or you, okay? So this is not conjugated for any person in particular. It's kind of for abstract subject. However, it can be conjugated in the future and in the past, as you will see now. Él dijo que hay que apurarse. Él dijo que hay que apurarse. He said that it should be hurried up, or he said that we should hurry, okay? I don't know how I could make a literal translation of this. So he said that we must hurry, or we should hurry up, right? Again, that we between quotes, because could be just I or somebody else. Dijiste que había que llamarla por teléfono. This is a question sentence, okay? And why did I write por teléfono between brackets? Because in Spanish, the verb llamar means to call, simply to call. But when we use the verb to call in Spanish, without specifying by telephone, we can in the right context, it can already imply that it means to phone somebody, okay? So if I omit this and I just say, dijiste que había que llamarla, I can deduce, I can understand that you're saying, did you say that we had to phone her, okay? And por teléfono would be just more information, right? Okay, so now here you can see that había que, right? This que means that, okay? You said that, dijiste que, right? But the phrase hay que, here we have había que. We conjugated I into pretérito imperfecto, okay? Because I said that we do not conjugate this for different persons because it is an abstract subject, but we can conjugate it for different temporal tenses, okay? So, dijiste que había que llamarla por teléfono. Did you say that we had to phone her? Okay, because this is in the past. Now, I said this is pretérito imperfecto. This one here is simple past, or pretérito indefinido. Ayer hubo que cerrar la tienda. Yesterday, we had to close the shop. Or, since of course it's abstract subject, instead of using we can say yesterday the shop had to be closed, right? That is a more literal translation of a Spanish sentence using hay que, okay? You see, yesterday the shop had to be closed. Who? Right? We are not saying that we had to close the shop, or he had to close the shop, or they had to close the shop, okay? The difference is that here in this English sentence there is a subject. The subject is the shop, right? The shop had to be closed. In this Spanish, in the sentence in Spanish, there is no subject, okay? But that's just a technicality. The last one, mañana habrá que comprar comida. Mañana habrá que comprar comida. Same thing. This time, hay que is conjugated into the simple future. Habrá que, right? Habrá que. Tomorrow, mañana, habrá que. It's hay que, but in the future. Comprar comida, buy food. But now look at this. In the future, we can either use habrá que or also hay que in the present, right? So I can also say mañana hay que comprar comida. Tomorrow we must buy food. Okay? So it's really very, very important that you can learn how to use this hay que, okay? Because it is extremely used in everyday Spanish, right? In any country, in any Spanish-speaking country in the world. So let's read again. Ahora hay que comer. Hoy hay que ir más temprano. No hay que llegar tarde. Él dijo que hay que apurarse. ¿Dijiste que había que llamarla por teléfono? Ayer hubo que cerrar la tienda. Mañana habrá que comprar comida. Mañana habrá que comprar comida. There is another way of rephrasing each one of these sentences. For example, ahora hay que comer. I can use the verb deber. That means to should, right? Should. For example, ahora debemos comer. But here I'm saying the same thing slightly different. Here I'm saying that now it's the time to eat, right? Here I'm saying that now we have to eat. So here I'm specifying a subject, we. Here it's abstract, right? It's not for a specific subject. It's not for we or they. I'm just stating that now it's time to eat, right? Here. So each one of these sentences can be rephrased using should, okay? But it will be slightly different. And and actually, to tell you the truth, we use more hay que than deber, okay? So it's really important that you can understand and use yourselves hay que. And if you have any questions, if this was not clear enough, you can let me know, send me a comment, and I'll try to be a bit more deeper into the explanation of how to use hay que. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in our next class. Goodbye.